Okay, so this time we're going to be installing the AVS Bug Deflector 2 on this Super Duty. You can see on this one, we're also going to be taking this one off. This one has a broken edge here. I caught it with my coat in the wintertime and snapped it off. And it's gotten a little loose, so we're going to put a new one on. It's super simple and just about anybody can do it. There's 4 screws. We're gonna have to remove this one. If you don't have one, then you want to go through that process. First thing to do is to get your hood open. And then I gotta take this old one off. Now, there's a couple of reasons that I like the bug deflector. The first one is obviously deflecting bugs. There's a lot of debate on whether or not that works really good. I've found it to work better than without a deflector. So it does keep my windshield a little bit cleaner for a little bit longer. Now there's some places in the country where you go through and the windshield is just not gonna stay clean. But traveling across the country, I've found that it does keep the window a little bit cleaner. Something with the airflow blows the bugs out of the way. I don't really know the science behind it. I just know that in my anecdotal experience, it seems to work. So I put them on. Second reason is stone chips on the front of the hood. It reduces those. It's not a huge deal, but it does reduce those. And then the other thing is I've got a Sirius XM radio in the truck, and the antenna for that comes out, and I put it right here underneath the bug deflector, so it's hidden. That way I don't have a wire going out and up onto my roof. I don't have to drill any holes up there. I just came through, let's see, on that side I came through an existing hole, ran the wires up, and then run it up through underneath the insulation on the hood. I popped all the little Christmas trees loose and put it underneath the insulation, run it around there. And then I found over the years that if you put a bunch of wraps of electrical tape around your cable here, it'll keep it from rubbing right there on the hood and cutting your antenna cable and then making it so you don't have any radio. So now we've got that one screw out, and we can take it off, and that's the broken one. This is a nice shiny new one that's going on. So before we put it on, I want to do one more thing. Hood back down, and we're going to clean up that edge of the hood with some alcohol and microfiber. There's a reason that you're going to be doing this. You'll see it in a second, but there's some little self-adhesive bumpers that go on your hood, and they stop the bug deflector from actually hitting the hood. When you have a big wind gust, like a semi goes by and flattens it out, it doesn't smash against your hood. The little bumpers keep it off your hood. All right, so now it's clean. Now we're going to position the bug deflector on there and then put the screws into it. So you take the bug deflector, open your hood, get it lined up. Mine's a little more tricky because I got to deal with this magnetic antenna, so I slide that up underneath there. And then get it in place. All right. So that's that. Now, they give you the hardware, and literally it's 4 screws like this. They have little plastic washers, and you put them in with a Phillips screwdriver. The holes that you need for this are already existing. You don't have to drill any holes for most applications. For this application, the holes are all there. I'm just hoping that, that the other screws just fell out and they didn't actually make the holes any bigger, and these will go in like they're supposed to. And don't over tighten them, because if you over tighten them, you could crack this. And there we go, it's installed. So that's what it looks like installed. I like the ones that come over the edges right here. Some of them are just really short. They're cheaper if you get the little short one. I like the ones that come over. You can even get ones that go over the sides. I've had those a couple of times, and I found that I catch those in the wintertime. I catch them on coats and things like that all the time if they're sticking out here. I broke several of those. This one doesn't go out as far. The other one that I just took off, I believe, goes out a little bit farther over this edge, and it made it really easy to break this thing off. So now all I got to do is put our little stickers on. Little bumpers. They look like this. They're little rubber bumpers, and you just peel them off and stick them onto your hood, not onto the deflector. You stick them onto your hood, and you put one here, and you put one here, and you put one out on this edge and one out on this edge. It's not rocket science where you put them. All you're doing, like I said, is if a big wind gust comes and pushes this thing down, you kind of want to push on it and see where it's going to hit. That's where you want to put it in the center. But this thing will flex if a semi is coming at you and you pass them and you're both going 60 or 65. It'll flex this thing down. You can hear the difference. It's actually hitting that rubber bumper instead of that plastic sound that was hitting the hood. And that's it. This is the AVS Bug Deflector 2. If you like it, I guess I'll put a link in the description. I'm not getting paid for any of these things. Nobody sent me this and said, hey, review it, tell people to buy it. Nobody's done that. I've used the AVS stuff for a lot of years. This is like I said, the Bug Deflector 2, which I believe makes it a little shorter on the edges. The one went out too far, and that's how I always broke that thing off. And like I said, I think I broke three of those over many years. It's not like I break them all the time, but I usually get about maybe 5 years out of them before I end up breaking them. 4 or 5 years. This one hopefully will last longer because it doesn't stick out so far. You can already see that when I come around the corner, my Carhartt won't catch that. The other one stuck out way over here, and the pocket on my Carhartt would always catch it and rip the corner off it. But only when it was like 15 to 20 below zero. For those of you living down south, that's cold. I live in Michigan, like as far north in Michigan as you can go without going to Canada. If you miss my exit, then the next exit is you're going to Canada, so you better have a passport. Well, in COVID time, you can't go to Canada right now. We can because we're RV transporters, but the regular people can't. Okay, so that's it. If you liked it, click on the like thing. Give me a comment if you use something different. You like a different brand. I kind of wanted the one that had the American flag on it, but I was kind of cheaping out just recently when I was buying all this other stuff for the truck, because it's got a lot of stuff a lot of maintenance things that I'm doing. You can get them chrome, you can get them smoked, you can get them clear, you can get them with American flag, you can get them with names printed on them. You can get them a lot of different ways. I just went with the smoke one. It matched the truck, and it was pretty inexpensive. I looked on eBay, and I was kind of him-hawing at 150 or 160 bucks, and I was like, eh. And then I found this, which was the same thing, but it was on Amazon on sale for like, I think it was 49 bucks or something like that. So I went ahead and got it. I was kind of tired of driving around with the old busted up one, because it just makes the old girl look crappy when you got busted crap hanging all over the place. So anyway, that's it. Like, subscribe, share this thing out to people, and leave me a comment, and we'll see you on the road. Haul and Paws out.